Okay, here we go. Welcome to the YouTube channel. I want to go through a few centre bounces from the Giants versus the Eagles over the weekend. Even though they smashed and the result was one-sided, you still got to win out of the centre. And Briggs did a really good job. Midfielders did an outstanding job. They won, I think it was +8 out of the centre. And I just want to go through a few centre bounces from the weekend, just to highlight the structure, how they set up, the rucks, in particular Briggs, how he likes to fan it off, how he likes to where his strengths are, where he likes to hit it. So in this situation, Briggs loves to be on the line, so he loves to come across, and when he's facing this way, that's normally his hit zone. So he likes to hit it in this section here. So hence the reason why Kelly, this is the opening bounce of the game, that's why he was standing right there. But in this situation, with the Giants going this way, left of screen, Briggs is not that strong on his left hand, and they know this. And opposition do know this as well, but you've got to pick up really early. This guy's a gun. And then they got Green here, and they started Bedford in the middle. So this particular play, I really want you to watch Bedford's movement. It's really important to understand, and as a midfielder coming through, you really got to pivot to where the ruck's going. They're not always going to be, although both of them are facing this way. It's not always going to be the case when they match up against each other. They're going to shift their body positions. One of the things you got to look for is the chest. So the chest is sort of going, that's where it makes it a lot easier for them. So as we go through this first clip, I'll just point out where Bedford is. So I reckon he's in no man's land here, but just watch what Bedford does. Really important to understand the strength. Now see how he's shifting across. So he's shifting this way already. So basically his movement is he's trying to make sure he's in the best position for the ruck when the tap comes to play. So look at him shifting. He's shifting. Baker is in no man's land there, because unless his ruck can flick it there, it's just a dead space. But as we keep going along, look at Bedford. He wants to, and in particular, just watch his head. He's watching that. He looks up at the ball. He looks at his ruck. Looks up at the ball. Looks at his ruck. So really important. Briggs ends up getting it out, takes it out of the air, and then hand passes it off. But I just wanted to highlight the importance of that. It's really important to those mids actually shift, assess where the ball is, and assess where the rucks are. Body position, really important. Just gives you a really good advantage on actually trying to pitch it. So you're sort of looking up, you're looking down, you're looking up, you're looking, and you're assessing the whole time. So I found that was really, really interesting. So then he just gives the hands off. Callahan's there with his left foot, away they go, outside. So once again, they're going left the screen. So in this situation, because Briggs starts on the line and is against his opponent, he's using his left arm. That's not his dominant arm. So he's either going to hit it here, really small, really soft, or he's going to hit it in this position here. And he's done this for the last, or however I've been watching him, probably the last couple of years. So as this plays out, he's trying, in this situation, he actually tries to hit it. He's trying to flick it this way. And you can see with both Giants players, they want to make sure that their opponents are going out of this area, pushing him out of there, because they know Briggs is going to hit in this section. But what eventually happens is the ball drops really close, and Bedford knows that. So as it plays out, drops, look who's there. Bedford's right onto it. So they had it all covered in that situation. They had it all covered. He's just too strong, Briggs. And unless you are going to win it, it's sort of Kelly's taking a bit of a risk there. Same as Baker in the previous one. So now we go to the next clip. Now Briggs is going this way. So now he's using his dominant hand, which is his right hand. But what he likes to do in this situation, he either likes to hit it, same again. His hit zones are this. Or he did try, and I'll show a couple of videos, where he flicked it over the back, because it's his dominant right hand. And he also hit it forward, which was very attacking. And I think in the situation where they identified that he was on top, that's what they try to do. So we play this out. Just watch Green here. So look at this. I love what he's done here, but watch how quickly Briggs comes in and closes this space. So this is, if I was going against Briggs, I would be teaching my ruck to have this distance, but to use quick feet, not to get in a wrestle with him, to try and put him off, try and put him in different circumstances. But look how far he's come across. So the ball has just been bounced. Okay, look, he's closed that gap already. So he's onto him. So in this situation, with his right dominant hand, the strength of this is in this area. So he's closing the gap here, pushing Eagles' opponent that way to allow him to hit the ball. So if I was to draw a line with where the ball is and where his opponent is, he's in the perfect position. He's got him covered. So it makes it a lot easier for him, and this is what unfolds. He just hits him, gets him really early, holds his position. If my computer can catch up with my... Holds his position, and then just a dinky little tap. And like most good midfielders do, once they see they don't sucked into the contest. Once they see that their teammate is in a good position to win it, they fan back to be in a perfect position. And that's what Kelly does in this situation. So it's really outstanding work. There he is. He's ready to receive. So then gets the ball, and then away he goes. So once again, Giants going right of screen. So to refresh, Briggs is using his dominant hand. Now it's interesting to set up here. So Eagles have gone a defensive triangle, which I don't mind in this situation. But very interesting to see that they've Callahan, Bedford and Green. So all set up in this position. This is a great tap. So as we play it out, using his right hand, closes that gap. Just close that gap really quickly again. But watch this tap. Bang. And now the reason why he's doing this is because he's on top. He feels like he's on top. He feels like he's dominating. So he's starting to put in different positions. So the Eagles are aware that his hit zone is here. So I like this from Briggs. He's mixing it up. He's changing it up. And Callahan doesn't get it, but it's a great tap. It's a great set play. And what it does is just creates uncertainty when he comes. So even Baker was flat-footed there, had to change direction, and away they go. So once again, Giants going right of screen. So he's using his dominant right hand, and they've set up two at the back, which is a bit of a decoy, because what actually ends up happening, Eagles have gone a defensive triangle again in this situation. So defensive triangle meaning that Giants are going this way, so they set their numbers in this in this situation here. But watch Callahan here. It's a great set play. So these two back here become a decoy. So the Eagles sort of think, we've got Stringer there very quick on his right foot. So they're trying to hold their position to make sure that they wait for him. But what actually ends up happening is Briggs identifies this, closes that gap. So there's the ball. There's the ball again. So he's right in the middle. So Stringer is almost going as a decoy. But look at ends up happening. In this situation, you want to have this defender come here. So you've got to have protection on the forward side. If you're getting smashed out of the centre, you just sit there. You just hold your position. Because he's free and look at all this space. And this is exactly what happens. So roll the tape, bang, great hit, great tap, and look who's coming through. Stringer. So great decoy and an effective way to get the opposition out of sync. Same again. Giants going right of screen. So once again, we're using his dominant right hand. So watch how quickly he closes this gap. He just gets over so quickly. So roll the tape. Look at that. Already got him already. So the ball once again is dropping there. He's got him well and truly covered. But I love this setup. It's a lot different left footer. So wrapping around. He's playing the blocker. Well, he's the sweeper, but he's creating the space here. And he's creating the blocker here. He's creating the space in this section here. So it's really well set up. I love this set play. So there's two set plays that I love. The one where Briggs tapped it over this way, which we played earlier. And the other one is what I love in this situation. He just drops it here. And then in this situation, you don't want to have this player coming off to get in the way, nor do you want this player being here to then be able to cover him. So working for each other is very important in this situation. So you can see he's inside, he's got him covered. Where's the space? Right here. And this is where it becomes a really good tap. So roll the tape. There it is. Got his position. Leans off him. So almost once you engage that player, like he has here, Briggs, and you can see where the ball is, what actually happens is this player is stressing that he can't reach the ball, and he actually pushes Briggs towards the ball. He can't reach it. So he's trying his best to struggle to get there, and what actually happens is he pushes Briggs. See the momentum of Briggs? Pushes him towards the ball. And then he's able to lay it off to a left footer. That's a brilliant tap. And then away he goes. Out. And he's no chance of getting near it because the work had done earlier. So I hope you liked the YouTube video. The other one previously, the ones I've been doing, everyone's been giving me such an amazing feedback. So hopefully you enjoy it, something you get out of this, and please share it on, subscribe. I'll be doing plenty of more of these as we go throughout the season. So thanks for tuning in.